KREM 2 News at 4 begins now.
Good afternoon and thank you for joining us on KREM 2 News First at 4. I'm Mark Hanrahan.
It is good to have you with us. I'm Tom Sherry. Well, the Wazoo Creek system has halted all events for the remainder of the semester. This all follows the death of a 19-year-old student.
Samuel Martinez of Bellevue was found unconscious and not breathing at the Alpha Tau Omega fraternity Monday morning. Reportedly, the police department said there was no reason to suspect hazing at this time. His cause of death is still under investigation, and a reporter from our Seattle sister station spoke with the teacher who has known Martinez since the second grade. Doris Donovan says she knew Sam was special the day he first walked into her school.
He wasn't the kind of kid that was a partier, drinking. He was just an all-around good kid.
Donovan says as a mom, this should be a warning to parents everywhere. She says if something like this can happen to Sam Martinez, it can happen to anyone.
The Pullman Police Department said Martinez was found at around 8:30 yesterday morning. The police department is investigating the death in cooperation with the university and the ATO fraternity. So coming up in our 5 o'clock broadcast, we'll hear from WSU students and how they hope the community can make a change after this tragedy. Going to take a quick turn to weather right now, Tom. A lot of clouds out there today. So far, no rain that I've seen, at least.
No, we had a little bit yesterday, no rain today, but more is on the way. Looks like it's going to arrive on Friday. Follow me over here. Lots of cloud cover today, though. Did you notice that? I mean, we really are into November weather. Wind is not much of a factor. You can even see from this live shot. There's the windsock out on just off of Independence Point, Lake Coeur d'Alene, and out at our airport, Spokane International. Wind is out of the northeast at 7 miles per hour. You've got 39 degrees for the current temperature. We'll look for an overnight low of 31. Probably see some patchy fog form in some areas in the overnight hours. And then after we burn off that fog, should see either partly to mostly cloudy skies, depending on your location. Not looking for any rain on Thursday. We'll see a daytime high of 46. I do think that Friday is going to be a wet day. For the weekend, it goes like this. Saturday, partly cloudy and 48 degrees, or mostly cloudy and 48. For Sunday, chance we might see some rain showers around the area, but we may peak out actually at 50 degrees. Check the rest of your 7-day forecast coming up.
Sounds good, Tom. Thank you very much. Meantime, the Arctic blast gripping more than 220 million Americans is forecast to bring more record-breaking low temperatures today. Freeze warnings are in place as far south as Texas, with winter weather advisories as far north as Michigan. Some areas saw a temperature drop of 40 degrees in just 24 hours. This Arctic blast stretched as far south as the border with Mexico. On Monday in McAllen, Texas, look at that, not safe. The heat index, which is the combination of temperature and humidity, we sometimes call it a feels-like temperature. Well, the heat index was 93, and then within 24 hours, it dropped to 31 degrees. That is a drop of 62 degrees in 24 hours. My goodness. Meantime, floodwaters have swamped one of the world's most popular tourist destinations. A state of disaster has been declared in Venice, Italy, where at least 2 people have died in flooding there. The water has reached over 6 feet at its peak, forcing people to wear rubber boots and use raised sidewalks.
Fashionable in Venice when you're swapping around in the rain, but like I said, it's still a beautiful experience.
Well, the mayor blamed the intense tides on climate change and called the flooding a wound that will leave a permanent mark.
New this afternoon, the city of Spokane says the nonprofit that is supposed to run the Spokane's only warming center has not fulfilled all of its requirements. They have until November 22nd to complete the requirements. Jules Helping Hands has submitted proof of insurance. The city, though, still needs to approve it. The remaining requirements are a policies and procedures plan and a plan to report how many people stay at the center or use its resources. A city spokesperson says Jules Helping Hands is not ready to submit operating procedures at this time. Rescue crews are continuing their search for a missing Colville pilot and the plane after he did not return from a trip on Monday. The picture you're seeing right there on your screen is of a Cessna 182 Skylane the pilot was flying. Authorities are asking anyone in the area, and that includes hunters, to keep an eye out for the plane or maybe even evidence of a crash. They added that residents should not form private search crews at this time because it may interfere with the official search and rescue crews that are going on right now in the area. It is a historic day on Capitol Hill as the first public impeachment inquiry hearing against President Donald Trump got underway. 2 career diplomats testified about President Trump's actions with Ukraine as the inquiry played out before the cameras.
While I am aware that the committee has requested my testimony as part of impeachment proceedings, I am not here to take one side or the other.
That was Bill Taylor, the top U.S. diplomat in Ukraine. He said it was his understanding that President Trump froze military assistance to Ukraine to pressure the country's new leader to launch a politically motivated investigation. Democrats, led by House Intelligence Committee Chairman Adam Schiff, said the goal of the inquiry is to see if President Trump's actions amount to an abuse of power.
Is this what Americans should now expect from their president? If this is not impeachable conduct, what is?
Republicans called the hearing a theatrical performance by Democrats. They challenged Taylor's testimony, saying Ukraine never felt pressured.
During the hearing, President Trump remained on the defense from the White House and dismissed the proceedings.
I'm too busy to watch it. It's a witch hunt. It's a hoax. I'm too busy to watch it. So I'm sure I'll get a report.
The other witness, diplomat George Kent, testified about the involvement of Rudy Giuliani, President Trump's personal attorney.
Mr. Kent accused Giuliani of spreading lies about former U.S. Ambassador to Ukraine, Marie Yovanovitch, to get her removed from her post. She's scheduled to testify on Friday.
Well, you may not think twice when you leave an empty chip or snack bag around the house, but pet owners have a warning for you this afternoon.
How they're using their tragic experiences to help other pet parents going forward.